Welcome everyone to episode 9 of Mcfly Made Us Do It, hosted by me, Beth.
Me, Vicky.
And me, Tilly.
And obviously normally hosted by Nazy as well, but she's not around at the minute just for personal reasons, but I hope to be back soon and we can't wait for her to be back. So today's episode is, well, to be honest, we already recorded this last week.
Yeah,
we did.
The software we use for this podcast failed us big time, and basically we couldn't use the footage. So this episode is all about the lost songs, whether you want to call that an album or not. And yeah, we have actually already spoken about this.
I feel like we're going to repeat a lot. I mean, obviously you guys wouldn't have heard it, but
no. But yeah, it's going to be very like deja vu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're seeing this, then the software is working again. So
if not, I'm writing serious letters of complaint.
So this episode is all about the lost songs. So we're talking all about the songs on it, whether it's an album or not, and yeah, everything that goes with it really. But we're going to start with feral moment of the week. Now, this was actually quite a few weeks ago, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks ago. But because we posted our vlog and then the software failed us, we've not actually recorded a podcast since it happened, so we feel like we need to talk about it. Was our trip to London when we went to see Paddington and also met Danny and Harry. So we just want to talk about that because it was so good and we haven't spoken about it yet.
No, it was just so unplanned as well. Like, the only reason we did it was because I was staying near where we knew where they were going to be. So, well, we didn't know where they were going to be. We just kind of guessed, and we were like, "Oh, do we risk it? Do we not?"
Yeah.
And then we thought, well, we've got nothing to do in the morning anyway, and literally just decided quite last minute that we were going to go and see if any of them would be there. We waited outside for not even that long, actually.
No.
A shorter time than I actually expected. And Harry drove past. It was so good. Like, he got out of his car and went, "Oh, hey guys!" And we were like,
called us over.
Yeah.
So good.
And we were like, "Oh my God, he's literally the nicest person ever."
Yeah.
Like, he spent 25 minutes talking to us, didn't he?
Yeah, it actually worked out really well as well because he has like long chats anyway, but that day he'd actually brought a litter picker and a bin bag with him, to tidy it up because he wasn't happy about how it had been left by other band members. So came to clear it up. So he was chatting to us basically the whole time he did that. So he was out for ages. And yeah, we talked about all sorts. We obviously told him that we were going to see Paddington that night, which is why we'd stopped by there basically. And he was really praising Tom, which was nice.
Yeah.
Talked about our podcast. He mentioned it and we didn't, just saying.
Yep.
I can't remember what else was really spoken
We talked about his podcast.
Yeah. Oh yes, and told us the gossip behind that.
The gossip behind the lack of binge at the moment.
Yeah, which we won't be sharing on this podcast because don't want to air his dirty laundry.
Yeah, it's private. We told him that we were doing this topic series of reviewing on the albums and like telling him our thoughts about how Above the Noise might sound better if it was re-recorded, like the Resurrection sessions, to which I think that was a unanimous verdict.
Yeah.
He agreed. But he also said that was the first time he'd been at the studio since December or something like that. So it was just like, this is like so, like, you guys are so lucky because otherwise like I wouldn't have been here.
It was like, it's meant to be. We were like,
it
was.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and I think as well, like, we all, no shade on Harry, but like, he's not really any of our favourites, do you know what I mean? But actually,
he's like everyone's second favourite, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's so underrated. So
underrated.
many times I've really questioned myself and gone,
I think before Danny came out, I was like, this man might have taken over the top spot at that point, because the conversation was just so good.
So nice.
Like, it just flowed. He was so nice.
Yeah, and as well, like, you could tell he was actually genuinely happy to, like, see us and speak to us. Like, he actually wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just a bit like, oh, you're right, guys. Like, you know, like, trying to be nice. Like, he genuinely was.
Yeah.
I've just remembered he was talking to us about the new album as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And the status of that, which we won't divulge. Just honestly, the loveliest guy.
So nice.
So nice.
Yeah, I say every time I speak to Harry, like, and I say this to everyone that's like never met Mcfly or have met Mcfly, but anyway, like, that he is, regardless of like who your favourite member is, he is the best to talk to. Like, he is. He's so nice. And like, I feel like some people don't agree with that, and I'm like, how? Like, he's the nicest person. One of my friends is really into running and is running a half marathon for the first time, so I thought, oh, it'd be nice to get her a video from Harry, you know, the king of running. And so I asked him if he could do a video, and obviously he asked me who it was for, so I told him my friend's name, and he literally was like, oh yeah, no, I know her, we've spoken about running. So of course she went like feral over that, and we were like, I went quite feral for her, to be honest, because he's so good with like remembering people. It's not like he could have said, oh yeah, I've met her, but like, he knew like what they talked about. Like, he's so good at remembering people's faces and what, you know. Some people say that he can come across quite arrogant, but personally I've never seen that, and I will argue to the day I die that he's the nicest one to talk to. He is.
Yeah,
he is.
I've seen him be off with people, but probably because he doesn't like them.
I mean, it's true. I would say it's true, because I've never had that experience. Not to promote my own boat or anything, but
I've never not once had a bad interaction with Harry ever. He's honestly like the nicest guy. He'll tell you how it is. We all know Harry can be a bit sassy. We've spoken about it in the second episode that we did for his 40th. Very short, sharp, and straight to the point sometimes, but that's what I like. Like, I love his honesty. And like, as a fan, you know where you stand, and he never goes over that line between like band and fan. Do you know what I mean? He's very like respectful, and like, I've honestly just had nothing but like lovely interactions and lovely conversations with Harry. I love him.
Same. I mean, I don't think I've ever had like a bad interaction with any of them, but I just think that he is just the nicest person to talk to. Yeah. When we were talking about Above the Noise, and he was saying about how, like, for the 21st birthday shows, when they played Party Girl, he was saying how Danny and Tom were like up for it, and Dougie was a bit like, oh, I don't want to, it's cringe. And Harry was like, well, at least I don't have to sing. Ooh, ooh.
Literally,
like, full on just started with the litter picker, like, dancing.
And then we were talking about Nowhere Left to Run, and I was like, it's like such a good like opener, because it was on the Keep Calm Play Loud tour. I know I talk about it all the time.
Mentioned. Did you know Western Bet was such a good show?
I was literally just going to bring up Western Bet. I was like, oh, do you remember when you did that? It's like just for a short period, but you did Nowhere Left to Run, and then you like got to like midway through Nowhere Left to Run, and then went into like a really slow version of Five Colours. And he was like,
no.
And I was like, well, you did. He was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't remember that.
Not a clue.
He was like, when was it? A few years ago? And I was like, oh yeah, like 2010 or 11 or something. And he was like, oh, well, that's why I don't remember. But yeah, I'm sure it was good. It's like, yeah, it was. You know.
Oh, I just love him.
Very good.
But yeah, literally such an angel, such a nice guy. And then at the end he went, do you guys want a picture of being my litter picker?
So yeah, we didn't even ask.
In all the pictures that we have with him, he's literally just holding up his litter picker like... We'll insert them here. And the group one. But it's literally,
stunning.
it's so funny.
So funny.
And then he drops into conversation that Danny was picking up a bit of equipment for the studio and that he'd be dropping it off. So we waited around like half an hour. Another like half an hour. I don't think it was that long, was it?
No, it wasn't long. Drove around the corner.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know if any of you again have watched our it's episode 2 and it's all about Harry, because it was his 40th when we released it, and we were talking about the one arm kind of move on the steering wheel when you're driving and how sexy it is, and how sexy it was when Harry did it. Well, Danny did it.
And he definitely did it because we were stood there.
Oh yeah.
You can see
100%,
you can see our reactions in the vlog to him doing it. But honestly,
maybe it was just how you and Daisy were like literally losing your mind, and Daisy's like, "How are you two so chill right now?" And I was like, "Because he's right there watching us."
My ovaries had exploded. I think I've just got pregnant by literally just looking at this man, just like turning the wheel one-handed.
Oh God. And he took so long as well, didn't he? Parking his
So
car.
long, yeah, because he had to
moving
wait.
it around, faffing.
Yeah, he had to wait for somebody else to like move their
'cause,
car. And I think Harry's drum teacher,
Harry's drum
tech, he was there, and he had to move his car before Danny could park and all of that. And then he went in the studio for a bit, and then he came out and spoke to us for about probably another. It was like another 20 minutes, wasn't it? It was like another 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, it was good.
He started off saying, like, because we were saying we were going to Paddington.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was saying about how, like, you know, he was so proud of Tom and got really emotional when he saw it and all that sort of stuff. And then we were saying about how Tom had just done a podcast at the time about Paddington, but he'd spoken all about, you know, how emotional it was for Danny to see it and that.
Yeah.
And then I think because we were talking about Tom being on a podcast, it was like alarm bells were going off in Danny's head, and like literally he just went, "What's this fucking podcast?"
Yeah,
like, it's not Scouse, so I don't know why I said it's Scouse.
Yeah, we were literally like, like, you know, when you just, like, you don't know what, you don't know what to say, so you just squeal like a sound.
He just kept going.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, I've heard you talking about my floppy belt," and we were like, "Oh my God!" And then all you hear, like, honestly, all I heard was someone just go, "What was it? It's not floppy, it's slutty."
Maisie was literally, when he said about Nazy, was going, "You need to stop that slutty man." Because that's when he said, he was like, "Oh, mushy, you're good on that gram."
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, you're so funny on that gram." And we were like, "Yeah, what the fuck is this podcast then?" And then he was like, he brought up the fact that we'd spoken about him looking like a chav, like dressed as a chav on the golf course.
I don't even remember that.
I think it was like episode 1 or 2. It was like a really early episode. Anyway, we were like, "How the hell do you know that?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I've watched your Instagram stories. I've watched all the reels." Like, he was literally like, "Oh yeah, I've watched it all." And we were like,
melted on the spot.
And he was like, "Carry on with that podcast. It's fucking funny." And we were like, "Okay."
Oh, honestly, like, I just wish we had footage of this, because I feel like, not necessarily people aren't going to believe us, but it's like we're genuinely, like, hand on my heart, telling the truth. Like, he brought it up and kept bigging it up. Like,
he just kept saying, I'm sure he said it like 2 or 3 times, like, "Carry on, it's really funny."
Yeah,
really funny.
It was like, "Carry on with that podcast." Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But that's the thing as well, because it's like when he said about the floppy belt, we were like, "Oh yeah, like he's seen that," because we've seen that he's, you know, viewed stories and stuff like that, but like he's actually seen the clips. Like, obviously we didn't know that, but like he's told us he's seen it. But then when he started saying about, you know, being dressed like a chav in his golf outfit and all of this, that has not been clipped.
Like, there's specific things specific things that he said, like specific things, not even just that, just like other stuff. And like I was just like,
how do you know
what?
this?
Like so he's obviously watching it or listening to it or whatever. And we were just like, holy hell.
No, and that's the thing, and it's like, I'm not even trying to like necessarily big us up, but in the sense of like, I genuinely don't know how he would know those things if he hasn't watched and listened to it, because we've not posted that, we've not clipped that.
No. And
so
we don't do this. We don't do this to get McFly's attention. We don't do this for recognition. Like, we literally do it because we enjoy, this is what we enjoy talking about. So,
but then to find out that someone from the band you're doing this podcast about actually like
has recognised it.
We were like, sorry.
Yeah, it's nice. It is nice to be recognised, but we don't do it for that, which is nice. You know, like, this isn't a fan page or anything like that. It's literally a podcast for fans. So like, you know, we don't do it for McFly. We do it for McFly fans or like other fangirls. Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, so a pretty wild day really, because Danny and Harry both mentioned the podcast, and also both of them mentioned the new album, Unprovoked. Danny really got into it, so
very much
so.
I peeled. And then obviously we went to Paddington, and Beth cried about 9 times. But I'm Miss like Wall of Steel, no emotion, never cried at a McFly show. Like, I teared up once when they first played No Worries live on tour in like 2011, 2012 time. Never did a tear roll down my cheek. But honestly, the end of Paddington, I don't know what came over me. I don't know whether it was the early start, the late night.
No, just accept that it was amazing. It was magical.
No, it was really good. Like, I will hold my hands up and say it was really good. Very McFly coded as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it was really, really, really good. And it's not just for kids, it's not just for families. Like,
there was a lot of different people, wasn't there? Like, I'd say it was very 50-50 with male to female. It wasn't, there was some kids, there was some older people.
Yeah, like, I'm a woman in my early 30s, and I really enjoyed it. I loved it.
Yeah.
And Harry's favourite song, so he talked to us about Marmalade that's been released. And he actually told us about how Tom wrote it and when he wrote it, and that Harry was there, and then Harry played it, or Tom played it to Harry, and all of this. Like, he was telling us about it. Obviously now I think Tom's like come out and said it since we met them. And the song was released. But yeah, and they've just won 9 What's on Stage awards, and I just think it's so well deserved. Like, it really, really is good. And if you get the opportunity to go and see it,
100%.
go and see it. Like, we were in the heavens. Like, we were in the top back row. Like, couldn't, like, there were no worse seats. Do you know what I mean? Like, but even then it was really, really good. Like, you're a bit squashed.
We also did pay like £40 for a seat, so
I think it was less than that. I think it was like 35.
Oh, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was really, really cheap. And we also went during the week as well, which is cheaper.
Yeah. That was another thing that Danny said. He was moaning about the prices of Paddington, saying it's so expensive.
Yeah. Well, and all West End shows, he said.
Well, yeah.
He said he's not really into musicals, so.
No.
But yeah, Paddington, honestly, like, the whole thing was amazing. Like, it wasn't just the music, but I think what was even more overwhelming was the fact that, you know, that Tom did all the music for it. And like Vicky said, it is so McFly coded. Like, every song you hear, you're just like, if McFly did a musical album, this is it. And like, every song, you're like, you can just tell that Tom wrote it. Like, I can't describe it. Like, you can just tell.
It's like, if any of you have ever listened to McFly the musical. Similar.
Yes.
Like, similar in that style. Funnily enough.
And you will cry. You will.
Yeah.
Like,
and also, just to round this off, Bonnie Langford.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Like, I know she's a West End legend, but that woman is in her 70s and still doing the splits.
Cartwheels.
Incredible.
Cartwheels, everything. I was like my jaw was on the floor. I was like, is that like a body double? But it wasn't. Like, literally her, 10 out of 10. Like, she is so good and like just nails her character.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely brilliant.
Well,
so yeah, go and see it if you can.
In the spirit of Paddington, I have my programme right here. It's never far.
Oh, and Beth also went feral and spent like 60 quid on merch or something. Probably even more. Like 55 quid on 3 key rings and a mug.
50, I think it's about £50.
Yeah, plus that program.
Yeah, which I think I'm going to get another one. I'm going to see it another 3 times. I'm going in April, which is fine, but I'm not going again until November. I'm struggling waiting between when we went 3 weeks ago to April. That's less than 2 months. How am I going to wait like 7 months? I can't do it. I need to go in between it. But there's no tickets, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that.
Well, you're just going to have to listen to the soundtrack that's almost out. So.
Well, it should have been out next week before it was delayed.
Well, we all know what Beth's feral moment of the week is going to be like when that's released.
Yes.
So brace yourselves, everyone.
Yeah.
But speaking of feral moments of the week, though, like there has been content, like feral-worthy content.
Yeah.
Like, can I just say, thank you, Georgia Jones.
Georgia Jones, you're my favourite person today.
God bless. The hot tub photo of Danny and Harry. I was at work. I think I let out a shriek. My boss was like, "What is that?" I was like, "I'm sorry. I've just seen a video of Danny and Harry from Mcfly in a hot tub," and she was like, "Oh my god, you're a weirdo." I was like, "I know. What the hell?" But like, holy hell! Like, we'll insert it here, obviously.
Yeah, she supplied the goods.
The goods.
Yeah.
But she's not supplied the goods in some time.
No.
And here she was. Like, that is some supply.
That deserves a grid post, though.
It does.
Like,
that was grid worthy. And also the one that Harry posted the day before of Danny with his leg up. I don't know what it is about that thigh tattoo, that lion tattoo, but my stomach just falls out my ass.
That's so
like, honestly, I'm like, oh my god, like.
Yeah, no, this retreat that they're on. I need to see a YouTube video from this because I hope they vlogged.
Yeah, sign me up.
No, where's the next one?
Do it.
I just need to see more of that leg tattoo. I just need to see more of Danny Jones, to be fair.
Yeah, literally.
Can you just keep the content coming, please? Harry/Georgia. Thank you.
Yeah, because Harry's also really good, isn't he?
Harry is good with content.
So now we're going to move on to our Would You Rather section. We're only going to do one this week because we've been rambling quite a long time. So, would you rather swap wardrobes with Dougie for a month or try to survive one of Harry's intense workouts?
Okay.
Vicky, I'll come to you first. What would you rather?
Well, this one's quite easy for me because I actually have done a workout with Harry.
Oh, yeah.
I did the hangout with Harry thing that he did. I think he was filming a pilot for some BBC show or well, I don't know if it got picked up by BBC, but he was filming a pilot for some health kick show that he was doing as part of like Get Fit, Get Happy, that kind of era.
I was going to say, was it around his book?
Yeah, it was. And he did one in, I feel like it was Birmingham, but someone fact check me. He did one in Birmingham in the morning, and then he did one in Chiswick Park later in the evening. And I'm not from the UK, so I have to like fly over if anything like that ever happens. And I don't know how it happened or how all these things fell into place, but I had this random amount of holiday. I think I had it was like a week and a half or something that I had to use before a certain point. And I'm just going to book to go to London. And I booked like a cheapish hotel. I had no plans. I just had a couple of friends that lived there. So we were going to meet up and all of that. And then literally the day before it happened, Harry posted about it and said, I'm going to be in Birmingham at this time, come down. And I'm going to be in Chiswick Park later, come down. And my friend who lived in London at the time, Kat, she messaged me and said, are you in London? And I was like, yes, I am. What the helly? She brought me down a spare pair of trainers. which were a size too small for me, may I add. And then Harry had us doing this like intense like PT training session for an hour. Honestly, I looked like shit. He had us doing burpees and crunches and planks. The plank was probably the worst, and that was the one that we were probably all complaining about the most. Runs, sprints, like all sorts. And I'm like the unfittest person ever. I've spoken about my running or lack of running skills. And then at the end, he was like having pictures with everyone, and he mentioned something like he'd got down with us because he was like trying to encourage us to like stay in this plank position, and he was like, come on guys, rock plank, and like went like that with his hands, and we were like, okay, rock plank. And at the end we were like, oh, can we have a photo of us doing the rock plank? And he was like, yeah, come on, let's do it. And like literally just got down on the floor. There's like me and my friend either side of him going like this, doing this plank. Oh, so
I don't know if
it
I've
was so
seen
funny.
this.
I'll have to send it to you. Well,
Yeah.
I'll insert it.
Yeah.
You'll see it in the edit. But yeah, it was grueling, but it was fun.
I can't imagine he went easy.
No, he did not go easy. But very fun. So obviously I'm going to do that again.
Yeah.
What a story.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How many people can say they've done a workout of Harry Judd?
It's actually one of the last times I saw Tommy J. Smith, their old tour manager.
Oh, was he then?
Yeah, he was. And I was just chit-chatting away with him while Harry was like, I think he was like having interviews with some of the other girls that were there, because there was a girl there that actually played for Chelsea Women's.
Oh.
And he was like doing a piece to camera with her. Like, Dougie's a very fashionable guy, but I could not pull off what he wears.
Fair enough. Tilly, what would you rather?
Well, obviously we did film this last week and it's been deleted, and I've changed my answer in the space of a week. Last week I would have said last week I'd have said no to Harry's workout, but hearing that, like, actually what it was like, and the fact you're not just doing him with his workouts, you're doing it with him, that changes it. Don't get me wrong, it would be hell. I probably wouldn't be able to do most of it, but if he's there doing it with you, then that's got to be motivation. Like, don't get me wrong, yeah,
it
would be tough, but him being there doing it with you, it's got to make it easier, surely. So yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, if Harry Judd is getting down next to you in a plank position, telling you to do a rock plank,
I'm going to do
a rock plank.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it motivated me because I was like, I've got to stay here because otherwise Harry Judd's going to think I'm weak.
The only way to get through it is with him being there. Yeah. And yeah, Dougie's not got bad style. Like, you know, not slamming his style, but I wouldn't pull it off myself. Yeah, I think Harry said doing it with you, that's got to get you through it.
I'm going to agree with both of you. I would definitely go for the Harry workout. I could not pull off dungarees as we call them.
He also gets his nipple out.
Yeah, no, I don't fancy doing that. I'm not sure how well that would go down either. Yeah, no, I do think Dougie's got great style, but not a bit of me. Harry's workout, again, I'm not sure I'd be able to actually do it, but I'd definitely give it a good go. I think I could do like the ab stuff maybe. But yeah, just the fact that he's there, quite frankly, I'd do anything. So
yeah, literally, I can vouch.
If it's company of Harry Judd, then I'll do it.
Yeah. literally.
So moving on to our main section, all about the lost songs, which is a hard one, whether you count that as an album or not. I mean, I would, to be honest, but I know some people don't. They don't count it, do they? In the sense of they've got 7 studio albums.
I think it's just a collection of demos that they released and now kind of sits within like an album on Spotify and iTunes and everything. But yeah, I would call it an album of like unfinished songs.
Yeah.
Of demos.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think the songs, there's probably a few, but I think majority of the songs on it don't sound like they're necessarily unfinished. I think there's really good songs on this album. Really good songs.
Agreed.
I mean, I think there's probably Maybe like 3 songs that I'm not really bothered about. I wouldn't necessarily skip them, but I'm a bit like, take it or leave it. Like, don't really care. But the rest of them, I think, are really good songs.
Yeah, I agree. I've got 3 that I would skip as well.
Yeah, and I just wish that they would actually play them live more, because obviously they play Red live every show without fail, which, don't get me wrong, love it. Don't stop doing that. But play some more of these songs. Like, I think they're so good live. Like, you know, Josephine's a real, like, I think that would be really good on a Somerset list. Really get the crowd. You could get the crowd going with like the interactive parts.
Yeah, agreed.
It's a real like feel good song. And also, I know Harry Judd loves that song.
He does. He loves it.
It's always begging for it. I personally love Touch the Rain. Absolutely love it.
I love Touch the Rain.
I think that is probably. I don't know actually. I was going to say it's probably in my top 5 ever Mcfly songs. Maybe I'll go top 10. It's up there. I can't decide. We Were Only Kids, again, absolute banger. Hyperion, Day to Move. I mean, I've really quite like Lucky Ones.
The ones that I would personally skip are Something About You, Those Were the Days, and Pretty Girls. They're like genuinely songs that I just don't. I wouldn't even know the words to, really. I mean, I know I'd know what they sound like, and I could probably like get by. Yeah. Like I've got a playlist of my favourite Mcfly songs, and they're most definitely not on that.
No.
Of all the songs that Mcfly have done with other people, I would say the only good one was Broken by You with Fresno. Like that's the only one that slaps. Like it's really good. You know, I didn't even understand what he's saying, but
I sing it.
Yeah, in Portuguese.
I sing the Portuguese. No, I don't know
what I'm saying. Don't know if I'm saying it right.
No, don't know what it means.
But yeah, don't know what it means. But it is. It's really really good. Young Dumb Thrills with Rat Boy, and Those Were the Days with. I mean, I can't even remember the.
I don't know
who
it's
name.
with. I ain't got a clue.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't get it. I don't buy into it. I don't like it really.
No, I think Those Were the Days and Pretty Girls for me. I don't know the words to those songs. I'm gonna be honest. I probably do the chorus. I think the third one for me is that I don't mind Something About You, but instead of that, I'd probably say Corner of My Mind.
I would say my top 5 were Josephine, Lucky Ones, We Were Only Kids, Touch the Rain, and Break Me.
Oh, yeah.
I would say Red was like 6.
Yeah,
and maybe
Red's
it's because
a hard one.
Red's like been overplayed. Like Red is absolutely amazing live, but I don't know if I'd listen to like
it's
studio
not really
version.
something I'd listen to at home.
No. Like I'd listen to the version on 21 Live because I love that live album.
I feel like I'm there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd listen to the studio version as much, even though it's a banger. Like, love it. And it's one of the ones that doesn't sound like a demo, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just remember when they announced all this, and they announced it at the same time as a tour.
Yeah.
And then I go out and buy, I think I had 5 tickets to this tour. And then COVID hit, so the tour was rescheduled. In that time, they released Young Dumb Thrills, and what was the Lost Songs tour turned into the Young Dumb Thrills tour. So we never actually got to hear so many of these songs live. So like Josephine, for example, I was stood outside the Cambridge Corn Exchange on, I think it was the Memory Lane tour, and we heard them from outside sound checking this, and I have a voice recording on my phone from 2013 of this song. They've actually changed the lyrics because I was listening to it the other day. And I just remember listening to it going, oh my God, this is such a banger. And then obviously, I mean, the voice recording is not great, but you could hear it quite, you know, enough to be able to like listen to it, be able to appreciate how good it would have been live. And I'd like listen back to it afterwards and be like, oh, I can't wait till album 6 is released. And it didn't arrive. I also love the fact that they did a story of a song for each song as they released it. I felt like, not that we deserved it as fans, but I felt like it was
but it
really
did.
Yeah, and it was good of Mcfly to be able to like.
And I think they understood that.
Yeah, and that's what's good about being a fan about Mcfly of Mcfly. I think they are just so good with their fans and know exactly how to treat us, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because didn't they release? It was like one a week in the build up to the show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was a really good way of doing it as well, because it made sure that like you had a whole week to learn each song.
Yeah, and everyone was really excited.
Yeah.
I remember when they first dropped the trailer for that. So Danny had just come off his solo tour. Like, and I just looked at my phone and I just had this notification just pop up. Like, not even that it had been there. It just popped up. Mcfly Music have posted for the first time in a while or something like that. And I was like, because that account had like not posted anything for years. And I was like, holy shit. And like, my boss was like, what? Like, has someone died? Like, and I'm like, no, McFly just posted something. And it was like the Greg the Grill mic, like tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. or something like that. And I'm like,
oh my God.
I was losing my fucking mind.
I can imagine.
Honestly. And I was like, if this is a tour, I'm going to need a month off work. And he was like, you can't have a month off work. I was like, I'm going to need a month off work. I don't know if you understand. I will quit my job.
No, literally. But that didn't happen in the end because it was one show.
It was one night.
But still.
One night. To get a ticket for that, I had my entire department. So I'm talking at least 40 people. Right?
Yeah, I was going to say, how was the ticket buying process? Was it stressful?
Was hell. Hell. There was a pre-sale. We didn't get tickets on it. I think we got tickets on like the last, on general, but it was hell. Like, I had literally 40 people, including my directors, like my big boss, on the phone to Ticketmaster. Like, I had like two of them were on the phone, and everybody. Honestly, if I could have a picture, if there was a picture, there was just this sea of Ticketmaster in front of me because I sat like behind them all. Only one of them got in, other than me. Yeah, only one of them. Anyway, I would have loved that tour because these songs deserve recognition. They do, because they're bangers.
No, because they've played Josephine, haven't they? But it was in Brazil. Was it Brazil?
Yeah.
I just think that's such a feel-good song. I mean, who knows whether they'll change up the summer show set list this year, but if they do, I think that's a contender.
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be many changes, to be honest.
No, I don't.
I
don't think they'll change it one bit.
No, they haven't released any new songs, so I only think they'll change it if there were new songs released.
There's like 3 songs that they move around, don't they? There's like Transylvania, I Wanna Hold You, I'll Be Okay. They fiddle around with them, don't they? But
Lies.
It doesn't change really, apart from that.
No. I really rate this group of songs as an album. I don't think they go together, like we've talked about in terms of like how well all the songs in Radioactive go together and
how to play.
Yeah. But yeah, these have some songs that would do well on other albums. But yeah, almost just fit together though in their own way. And you just think, actually, this could be its own album. Like, if it was properly recorded and these songs weren't just demos, this could be a good album.
Yeah,
it could be. Because I remember from the Board of Progress, I remember trying to match up once they released them all. I tried to match them up.
Yeah.
And some of the songs had changed name. I think Do Watcher was originally called Dark Things.
Okay.
That was supposed to be on album 6, but it was obviously put on Memory Lane. I think We Were Only Kids was just supposed to be called Kids.
That makes sense.
So Getting It Out on the McBusted album was supposed to be on album 6.
Oh.
I think it was a McFly song. It was written by McFly for album 6, and I think they just had it in the bank ready to go, obviously because all of these were demos. So it's like, oh well, nobody knows that, so we'll put it on the McBusted album. So
interesting.
Did not know that.
No.
yeah, I would say the differences between this group of songs and say like the first couple of albums or even the first 3 albums, I think this was the turning point for me. Actually, I would include Radioactive. I'd say the first 4. So I would say the first 4 albums, this group of songs for me was where you see a switch in the way that they write. I think the lyrics became a lot more mature. You know, there are still like the classic McFly songs like Josephine. But yeah, I felt like you definitely feel a bit of a shift towards a more mature group rather than a young boy band / pop band. I think that's why that they're underrated.
Yeah, I do
and
agree with that. I feel like songs like Break Me on this album is very different to, you know, Down by the Lake, Met This Girl,
Yeah.
Saturday Night, whatever. Same as like, you know, Touch the Rain. I think as well this album almost like allowed their, I mean, obviously they just matured with age anyway, but like their voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this was the first album where like their voices
Changed.
suddenly were a hell of a lot more mature. Like
Yeah.
Danny was hitting notes that he hadn't like previously on the album as such.
Yeah. You know, Red or Touch the Rain, you know, that like belting of a note.
Yeah.
I mean, he does it in bubble wrap, but I just feel like it's still quite it's not as like smooth raspy. It's more like raspy in bubble wrap. I mean, I would love to hear most of these songs live.
Same.
Yeah.
So if they could just do the Love Songs tour like now, not right now because not financially, but like in like 6 months' time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Still recovering. Financially and mentally recovering from the Busted vs. McFly tour. And the summer shows.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the more that we ask for them and the more that they're requested, you know, when they're putting the set lists together and they tweet or they put on an Instagram story, what do you want to hear on this tour? We're putting the set list together. You know, that's how No Worries got its first live play. That's how Party Girl got played on the 21st birthday shows. Do you know what I mean? Like, they do listen to us. So I think if there was a song that people did really want to hear, they'd listen and they'd do it. So
yeah,
maybe I should just...
I do almost think Touch the Rain could
it could
potentially work on a summer set list.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
If it rained.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is likely in England. It was nice that they included it at 21st birthday shows though. Tom and Danny, like I was not expecting that
at all.
Didn't you have a little breakdown?
No, that was in It's All Coming Back to Me.
Oh.
That wasn't a little breakdown, it was a big breakdown.
It's not like you, Beth.
No, I was filming though and did turn the camera and me and Tilly just literally like, what the fuck? Because it's like, you know, when they started playing it and you just kind of like, you sing into it, but you haven't like computed yet what it is. I'm just singing it because I know it. And then I suddenly realise, hang on a minute, what?
Yeah.
I think I would probably rate this album, whatever you want to call it, solid 8, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair enough rating. I think majority of it are bangers. Like I say, there's a couple songs I'm not bothered about, but I mean, it's the case on most albums, apart from a couple. Yeah, as a whole, I think the songs are really good. I think they sound really good. I think the songwriting is really good, the production, and yeah, I would just love to hear these live a lot more. If they were to play these more, I'd put it up to a 10. But yeah, I think a solid 8 is probably a fair reflection.
Yeah.
Tilly, what would you rate it?
I'm also going to go for an 8 on this one because it's got some absolute bangers on it. But yeah, I need to start playing them more for sure. Yeah, I think 8's a good all round score. There's not really many skippables. Couple, but yeah, I think 8 sums up really.
Vicky, what would you rate it?
I'm gonna go with an 8.5.
Oh,
And like I give it an 8.5 because I feel like, I mean, touching on what you said, Beth, I feel like if these songs were played live and we had live versions of them or have heard live versions of them more often, that it would probably increase.
yeah.
And I think the fact that we've also only heard demos of these songs, I'm like, what would they sound like as like not a demo?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd be so intrigued. Or like, you know, if they ever did like a resurrection sessions type thing with this and actually re-recorded, like properly recorded some of these, you know, would they sound any different to what they are now? How would they improve them? But yeah, I do think it's like a good kind of coming of age, I'm in my 30s album where, you know, we're not writing about, you know, childhood issues anymore.
No.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's like deeper, it's more relatable. I think they kind of like adapted their songwriting to the age of their fans. So yeah, I'd give it an 8.5. I don't think it's I think if they were properly recorded it would be more of a 9.5 job.
I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, that's valid.
So, Danny Jones, if you're listening, because we know you listen, play the lost songs.
Play them and record them. You can produce them.
Yes. We'll come and see you while you're doing it.
You can wear your floppy belt / slutty belt, by the way. The slutty belt. It's very slutty.
Yeah. I'll be intrigued to see if the floppy belt is oh god, I'm calling it the floppy belt now.
If Danny Jones wants to call it the floppy belt, we can call it the floppy belt. It's very slutty though. But it flops. It's also slutty. We can call it the floppy belt, we can call it the slutty belt, depending on how you're feeling at the time.
Well, I'll be intrigued to see if it stays this year. I think it will because he knows.
Oh, it's making a reappearance. He knows we love it. He was like, yeah, I'll keep wearing it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know how a few episodes ago we were like, I know it sounds like when we first started talking about it, he was like, we were like, I know we might sound really delusional right now, but he actually came out wearing it like the day after we started talking about it and posted all the videos, which we know he saw because he saw some of the stories. We were like, did he, like, I know this sounds really delusional, but like, was he listening and did he like wear it on purpose? And now I'm like,
he did.
Yeah.
Maybe he did. He absolutely loves
he hadn't worn it for a while, had he? Like since
no, and then suddenly comes out the I'm a Celebrity bush thing.
The bushes with the...
And the belt's just flapping in the wind. Yeah. And I'm like, oh.
Definitely.
Okay.
He loves it. He loves it.
He loves it, and he's just a gift that keeps on giving, you know?
Yeah.
So, keep it coming. Keep it flapping. Flopping. Slutting.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want, I'll go with it. Cool.
So that is the end of episode 9. Thank you for listening or watching. Next week we will be doing a very special episode to celebrate Danny turning 40, which actually when this episode comes out it will be his birthday. But we will be recording one to come out the following week, which will be all about Danny. So if you're a Danny Jones fan, tune in.
Won't want to miss the feralness for that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'll be a good episode. And also coming up, we're gonna have a couple of vlogs coming your way. For the recently announced Mcfly events going on this month. So we will be vlogging that. So we'll have more vlog content to post because we enjoyed making that, and I think, well, from the feedback we've had, I think you guys enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Just us watching it ourselves.
Just us.
Like, oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. Look at us, we're so funny.
But yeah, so exciting things to come, and thank you all for listening and watching, and make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify. If you could leave us a review on Spotify, that would be very helpful, because it lets us know what is working and what isn't working, and what you guys like and what you don't like. But yeah, follow us on Instagrams, and yeah, that's
We've
all for
also
this.
had a few messages on Instagram this week about content that you guys want to share. I just thought I'd mention that as well. Keep it coming, because it really helps us for topic ideas, and also things to talk about, feral moments of the week, historic stuff. So yeah, if you do have anything like that, keep them coming, because we're coming to the end of the album ratings now. We have a few ideas in the bank, but we want to hear like what you guys want to listen to, want to watch us, want to hear us talk about. So yeah,
so that's everything for this week, so we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh.